What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jesse D123 back with another video, and in today's video we're going to show you guys the best cards to use for the Moonshot Weekend 2 event. Drop a like if you guys are excited, man, and without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. If you guys have been looking to pick up any new jerseys, MLB, NBA, or even NFL related, go ahead and look at my boys Non-Stop Jerseys. They got you guys covered, even the retro jerseys or the shorts for summer, because you guys know what's coming up. Go ahead and use the code JD123 at checkout for 10% off your order. Alright guys, so you guys see the rule set right above my head. Moonshot Weekend 2 event. This ends May 17th. That's in 5 days from today, guys. You guys have 5 days to grind this event out. The rules are any hitters, bronze right-handed pitchers, guys. Bronze right-handed pitchers. Minimum player overall has to be a 55, max team 99. 3 inning games. Difficulty is on all-star, guys. Now, this is a little bit different than the first one, guys. You guys know in the first one, we had to use common pitchers only. Now we can use bronze right-handed pitchers and I believe common pitchers as well, guys. But I would personally say just stick with the bronze because the bronze have a lot better, like, control, better hits per 9, and better pitching, honestly. So, before we get into the best cards, just want to show you guys what we're getting in the whole event. We're getting this 90 second half Eugenio Suarez, guys, at let's see, at 10 wins, guys. 10 wins to get this card. Not very hard at all to get this card. He looks pretty good. I believe he was in last year's game. He was a really good card as well. Good card for BR for sure. Moving on, we have at 15 wins, we get this 92 second half Nelson Cruz, guys. And look at this Nelson Cruz. This guy's going to be everybody's bench bat for a while, I should say. Just look at his stats. Hitting wise, he looks amazing. Of course, you're not going to start him. He looks really good, though. You guys get some rewind packs as well. And at the end, it caps out at 30. We get the big dog set 1, 2, and 3 packs. So if you guys are still trying to get the rare rounds from them like me, you guys got to grind to 30 to get them again. And yeah, so let's hop right into the best cards to use, guys. Basically, guys, it's like last time. I'm just going to show you guys the best pitchers to use. Like the hitting, it's based on whatever you guys want. If you guys want to parallel up a certain card and I'm telling you to use a certain card, don't do that. Just, you know, use your card and try to parallel them up if you guys want to do that. But the pitching, I did the research for you guys, so let's hop right into that. So for the starting rotation, guys, mind you, this is right-handed pitchers only. So when you're doing your hitters, keep in mind, guys, you can have a full lefty lineup because there's no way in heck they can use a left-handed pitcher unless it's a common. I believe you could use left-handed commons. Could you do that? Hold on, let me check that, guys. I honestly did not check that. He looks like a left-handed pitcher. No, he's not. Okay, it looks like there's only right-handed pitchers in general, guys. So I thought we could use a left-handed common. If you guys do know that, let me know down in the comments. But it looks like it's just right-handed pitchers only. So you guys can be able to just stack your lineup with full lefties. So go ahead and do that. But the rotation, guys, let's go. So we got Dane Dunning, guys. He's got a 5-pitch repertoire: sinker, slider, circle change, cutter, and knuckle curve. The pitchers I chose, guys, tend to have sinkers, cutters, and slurves. So keep that in mind. Hits per 9 are 61. But I mean, what are you going to get for a bronze, you know? But one thing I like to do with my pitchers, guys, is look at the control they have with each pitch. The sinker, he has 74 control, which isn't bad, but it's not the best. And his cutter, he has 61. So Dane Dunning, he should get the job done for sure because that control on the sinker should do really good for you guys. And he has 5 pitches. Always 5 pitches are always good for a pitcher. Moving on to the next, we have Chris Rodriguez from the Angels. He has 70 hits per 9. He has a 5-pitch repertoire as well. You guys see that sinker's at 95 miles an hour, and his control with it is at 83, which is really good for a bronze, guys. So please take my pitching recommendations into your own recommendations. I highly suggest you guys to use some of them. And if you guys feel like I missed someone, let me know down in the comments as well. Next, we have Alec Mills, another 5-pitch starting pitcher, 60 hits per 9. He has a sinker, 4-seam circle change, slider, and a curveball. But he has 82 control on that sinker, which is really good. Next, we have Jordan Hicks from the Cardinals. He only has 4 pitches, guys. He's playing up today as well. The freaking webcam's covering it, as you guys can see. He has plus 16 to the hits per 9 and the strikeouts per 9. Not to mention 4 pitches, sinker, cutter, guys. And I believe he has outlier. Yeah, he has outlier on that sinker, guys, which is amazing. Control is 78 as well, which is crazy considering he has outlier in it, which is really good. I think he's a really good option. And the final starting pitcher, I have Adrian Hauser. He has a sinker, 12-6, 4-seam circle change, and a slider. But this man has 86 control on that sinker with 70 hits per 9. So he should get the job done for you guys. There is some other notable pitchers, but I think they're for the bullpen. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the bullpen, guys. This is where it gets a little bit interesting, I'm not going to lie. So the first pitcher, we have Nick Sandlin. He has a slider, sinker, 4-seam. As you guys can see, his hits per 9 are 91 out the bullpen, which is really good. Control, he has 80 with the slider, 79 with the sinker, and only 66 with the fastball. But I chose him because that control with the sinker is pretty good. Next, we have Craig Stammen, 69 hits per 9. He has a sinker cutter action with 80 control on the sinker and 75 on the cutter. Not too bad. Then we have Tyler Rogers. If you guys know Tyler Rogers, this man is like this freaking sinker ball thrower, like submarine thrower. He throws really funky, very he's gonna throw your opponent off, so please make sure you guys have this card. 78 hits per 9. He has a 4-seam slider sinker. He only has 57 control on the sinker, but make sure you guys throw that slider because that submarine windup with the slider is really nasty. Next, we have Sam Coonrod. He has 4 pitches, sinker, 4-seam slider, circle change. I think he has outlier as well, guys, on that sinker, which is crazy. And he also has only 67 control, but I chose him because he throws really hard. You guys could substitute this man for Bruzdar. Bruzdar does have outlier on that sinker as well, and I believe he has a cutter. Next, we have Pedro Strop, cutter, slider, 4-seam, 2-seam, but he has 80 control on the cutter with 88 hits per 9, which is pretty good. Next, we have Casey Sadler. Now, if there's one guy I want you guys to use, it's him. This guy's really good. He has a cutter, curveball, sinker, but look at that, guys. 99 control on the sinker with 80 hits per 9. Please make sure you guys have this guy, and if you guys don't, go pick him up. He's going for like 25 stubs, 10 stubs. Go pick this man up. Just off the bat, he looks crazy. Even he has 80 control on the cutter, which is really good. And yeah, so Adam Simber is another guy I want you guys to really use. He's like Tyler Rogers, has a funky windup. He has that sinker, slider, 4-seam. He has 81 control on the sinker with 72 hits per 9, which is really good. And then finally, we have Dylan Floro, 80 hits per 9. He has a sinker, 4-seam circle change in the slider, but he has 83 control on the sinker, guys. Now, some notable mentions that I have down here is Bruzdar. We have Adam Ottavino, and then we have this 69 Justin Dunn, and then Dalton Jeffries. So this Justin Dunn looks really, excuse me, that's not him. This Justin Dunn looks really good because look at he has 80 control on the slurve, guys. I thought that was really interesting because he does really good with the slurve. And then Dalton Jeffries has that 5-pitch repertoire with the cutter, and his 83 control on that cutter, which is really good, 61 hits per 9. And we did use him. I don't know when we used him, but we used him. So he does really good. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Those are the best pitchers to use. As far as, like I said, the hitters go, it's just whatever you guys want to use. I know there's a couple boosted players right now, Yelich being one of them, and I don't know if the Naylor from the Guardians is still boosted, but if he is, go ahead and try to use those cards because those cards are really good to use. They're boosted and they're really good as far as stats wise go. Defensively, they're not the best, but stats wise, they're really good. Just for your bench, my recommendations is just make sure you guys have, well, since we're only using right-handed pitchers, just make sure you guys have a bunch of lefties in your lineup because they can't switch to a left-handed pitcher, at least from what I know. So please just make sure your lineup is stacked with lefties. And if it looks like mine, look at mine, guys. L, switch, L, switch, L, you know. So that's okay if it looks like mine too. Just make sure you guys have a lot of lefties because this right-handed pitcher is only, at least from what I know. And if it's different, please let me know down in the comments. So I appreciate you guys for watching today's video, man. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been your boy, Jesse D123. And I'm out.